What's up, Grizzlies fans? Jason Hannold here for Season 3, Episode 3 of Where Champions Are Grown. Today, I get a chance to hang out with none other than Leanne Eager from the Fresno EDC, President and CEO, and the California Transportation Commission Chair, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming out and being a part of all this.
Thanks for inviting me.
So we do these videos for our fans to just get to know some of the movers and shakers in town, the community leaders who are really helping the Central Valley thrive and grow, and you are a prime example of that. So thanks for coming out today. Yeah. Why don't you start off, give our fans a little bit of background on the Fresno EDC and what you guys do.
Well, we do a little bit of everything, actually. It is our job to bring companies into the Central Valley, into Fresno County, help our current businesses grow, help people get the jobs once we get those businesses here up and running. Let's get our local people trained and hired. So we're doing all that work.
Yeah.
And I've had the privilege of traveling around the country, around the world, telling people about Fresno County.
You're the one that is like, I mean, you're out there consistently. I'm pretty convinced you live on a plane at this point.
I do.
And you are bringing as many people as you possibly can. Bring your business here, get set up, and let's hang out and let's have a good time, right?
I do. And actually, we bring them here.
Yeah, I know.
The Grizzlies have been wonderful. When we have a company coming, we had the Japanese folks here, right? And they had this company, and they were interested in the Central Valley, and they said, you know, we'd love to be able to come and see what it would be like if we brought our families here. So what better place than to bring them right up here? And the Grizzlies were wonderful, and they had such a great time. Awesome.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Give me a couple highlights that you've were able to successfully bring in here into the Valley.
Well, that was one.
Yeah.
We had this company from Japan, and actually it was great because once they came here and saw our baseball team and what we did.
We were there here for a game too, correct?
They did.
Yeah,
we brought them here for a game, and you gave them hats and all kinds of wonderful things. Well, I got to go to Japan right after that, and they did the same thing for me. They took me to a baseball game, and I got to go down on the field and meet the folks there. And that company actually came here and have started the business here. So it's been great. We have a company right now that's working with our agricultural community. They're doing some amazing futuristic things with the ag community, and they're from Israel. So it's, you know, these trips that I take around the world, they pay off because once we get them here, they want to stay.
Awesome, very cool. Do you have a favorite memory here at the ballpark? Something that you've done at Chick Chansey Park, whether it's a non-baseball game or baseball game that you were here for?
I have so many. So I was born and raised here in Fresno, and so coming to Chick Chansey Park, you know, has been part of my life for a long time, and bringing my kids and my grandkids. You know, I'm a diehard Giants fan, so you know, that history has certainly been here, and you know, watching Tim Lincecum and Buster Posey, and you know, following them through. Absolutely. You know, I do have one wonderful story. So when my grandson was little, and I won't say which one, so he's not embarrassed. He was scared of Parker. And so, you know, we'd sit up here, and you know, when Parker would go around, he'd hide. And one day, Parker came close, and we were all like, "Oh no, you know, he's coming over here. You know what's going to happen?" He was so wonderful, and went up to my grandson, and he stood back a little bit, and he had a ball, and he handed it to him, and he took it, and then he held out his arms, and my grandson went and gave him a hug. And he was never scared
and that
of him
was
again,
it.
Right? It was so wonderful. So.
I've seen several situations like that arise where kids, you know, I've got an 8-month-old now, and where they start, they're like, first they like him, and then they have this kind of eerie feeling, and then next thing you know, but Parker does a really good job of warming up to the kids. So.
And from the EDC standpoint, you know, we had a big event here. We
have
our annual event every year in different places. We had one here.
It
was a baseball theme, so it worked out just right. And Steve Garvey was here.
I was just going to say, you had Steve Garvey.
And everybody had such a wonderful time. And he was so impressed with this stadium.
Awesome.
Yeah, he wants to come back.
It's truly a gem of downtown Fresno. It really is. And I think that, you know, once you come here and you see it with the new field, the brand new video board, everything, all the stuff, renovations that are going on here, it's pretty incredible.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. And the weather's finally turning good. So.
Well, we needed the rain. But now the sun's come out, so we can play baseball.
Exactly, play ball. Anything else you would like our fans to know about you before we end this here?
Oh, I think just, I was born and raised here in Fresno. My dad was a coach at Roosevelt High School. I tell people it doesn't make any difference where I go in the world.
Yeah.
People go, aren't you Coach DiCarlo's daughter? I'm famous for that.
Yeah.
But that's really what kind of community we have, right? Is that, we're all still family here.
Yep.
And wherever I go around the world and I see beautiful places, I always know there's no place like Fresno County to live and work and raise your family. So I'll continue. No matter what I do, I'll continue to be sure people know how great this is.
You have one of the most unique, in my opinion, one of the most awesome careers that anybody could have. And you are a true champion for the Central Valley and for Fresno. And I can't thank you enough. The Grizzlies can't thank you enough for all that you do for not only for our community, but I mean, you are out there and getting after it, and it is so cool and it's so great to see. And thank you so much for hanging out with us today a little bit,
of course,
being a part of all this.
My pleasure.
Yeah. All right, Grizzlies fans, this is your chance to win a $100 Save Mart gift card. Why don't you go ahead? They had their special event here a couple years ago. Who was the special guest? The I'll say the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball player that was here for that special event. So Leanne, thank you so much for being a part of this,
so nice to see
coming
you.
out and hanging out with us today. Really appreciate it, and thank you for being a champion of the Valley.